ship.
With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
How did we get to America? On ships, right? So did everybody on the earth go into slavery on ships? Who went into slavery on ships, brother? That's right.
Crazy.
For yourself know perfectly that the day of the Lord shall coming as a thief in the night.
What?
As a thief in the night.
Thief in the night.
Right.
The Lord is gonna come as a thief in the night, man. Nobody knows when the Lord is gonna come back. Right. Nobody knows.
This the book of wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7 and verse 24. For wisdom is more moving than any motion.
What?
For wisdom is more moving than any motion.
Right? The wisdom of the Lord, man, right? And the wisdom of life is more moving than any emotion, man, right? And that's what the Lord has given us to speak to our people, man, right? And that thing is gonna move you more than anything, man, right? It's gonna move you more than damn weed, right? It's gonna move you more than that damn Hennessy bottle, right? It's gonna sit there and move you more than damn Keisha, Letitia, right? And all these damn heathenistic women, man. Right?
Oh, you're going crazy.
Let me get back to 15 and 24. Because the reason why I asked, what is a dog? You know, Jesus called a Canaanite woman a dog. We know what a female dog means, right? Right? So he was calling her out her name, right? But if Jesus loves everybody, why would he do that? Let's get that for the brother. You got Matthew 15, 24, yep.
Book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 24.
Bring it out.
Oh.
But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
He said what?
But I am not sent
But unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Right? Now read up, go to 21.
Verse 21. Then Jesus went thence and departed into the coast of Tyre and Zidon. And behold, a woman of Canaan came.
A woman of Canaan.
So a Canaanite, modern day, would be a so-called African person, right? Keep going.
Came out the same coast and cried unto him, saying, Have mercy on me, O Lord.
Saying what?
Have mercy on me, O Lord.
Right?
Thou son of David, my daughter is grievously vexed with a devil. But he answered her not a word.
He did what?
But he answered her not a word.
What does it mean when somebody talking to you and you don't say nothing back? You ignoring them, right? Okay.
And his disciples came and besought him, saying, Send her away.
They said what?
Send her away. For
the people that was following after Yahushua, after Jesus, the people that was learning from him on a daily basis said what?
Send her away.
Okay.
For she crieth after us. But he answered and said, I am not sent,
He said what?
but I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Now, keep in mind how he treated her in this instance, right? This Canaanite woman. Now, let's see how he treats Ephraimite woman of Samaria. Get that in John 4 and 4?
Book of John, chapter 4 and verse 4.
Bring it out.
And he must needs go through Samaria. Then cometh he to the city of Samaria, which is called Shishur, near to the parcel of ground that Jacob gave to his son Joseph.
That who gave what?
Jacob gave to his son Joseph.
Now Jacob's well was there.
Now Jacob is where you get the term or the name Israel.
Right.
His name was Jacob. He wrestled with the angel. The angel blessed him and changed his name to Israel. Right? That's where all the Israelites come from. Jacob. Right? Keep going.
Now Jacob's well was there. Jesus therefore, Yahushua therefore, being weary with his journey, sat thus on the well, and it was about the 6th hour. There cometh a woman of Samaria.
Of who?
Of Samaria.
Right?
To draw water.
Now, Samaria, right? The people of Samaria are from the tribe of Ephraim.
Right.
Right? Keep going.
Yahushua.
Another thing to keep in mind, you got the Jews, which was Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Those were the southern kingdom, right? We would be from the southern kingdom. But then you got the northern kingdom, which were the other tribes, right? And those other tribes were considered Gentiles. Those are Gentiles that you read about in the New Testament.
Right.
When you see Gentiles in the New Testament, that's not always talking about people outside of Israel. That's just saying people that weren't Jews. Just because you're an Israelite doesn't mean you're a Jew, right? Okay. Now, the Israelites there was a separation, right? There was a division. The Jews looked down upon the northern kingdom. They looked down upon the Samaritans because the Samaritans had gone into idolatry. They had gone into the ways of the heathen.
Right.
They had joined themselves into the ways of the heathen. So the Jews looked down on them and treated them as they were less than. And you'll get the gist of that as we read. Keep going.
There cometh a woman of Samaria to draw water. Yahushua saith unto her.
Now, we know that Jesus was a Jew, right? Okay, keep going.
Yahushua saith unto her, give me to drink.
So he approached her, right? He initiated conversation with her. It was the exact opposite with the Canaanite woman, right? Okay, keep going.
Give her to drink. Give me to drink. For his disciples were gone away unto the city to buy meat.
Mm-hmm.
Then saith the woman of Samaria unto him, how is it that thou, being a Jew, asketh drink of me?
Now, we understand she's surprised that he's asking her for something because she's a Samaritan. Y'all supposed to not even want to deal with this.
Right.
Right? So you understand that. Keep going.
Which am a woman of Samaria.
Right.
For the Jews have no dealings with the Samaritans.
Right.
Yahushua answered and said unto her, if thou knewest the gift of Yahweh, and who it is that saith to thee, give me to drink, thou wouldest have asked of him, and he would have given thee living water.
So he's saying, if only you knew who you was talking to, you wouldn't be asking that. You'd be asking me for something completely different.
Right.
The woman saith unto him, Sir, thou hast nothing to draw with, and the well is deep. From whence then hast thou that living water? Art thou greater? Art thou greater than our father Jacob?
Who?
Our father Jacob?
Our. When you say our, that's including you, right? So she's saying, art thou greater than our father Jacob? Proving that she was an Israelite, that she comes from Jacob.
Right.
So we understand that he treated this woman completely differently than the Canaanite woman because this woman was actually an Israelite. He actually, matter of fact, let me get Luke 1:67. Let me get John 3:16. I'm pretty sure you can tell me right now what John 3:16 says, right? For God so loved the world that he gave only begotten Son. You know that scripture, right? What does John 3:14 say?
Good question.
You know what that is? That is a aspect of Christianity. Christianity forces John 3:16 down your throat. For God so loved the world, right? God loves everybody. They force that down your throat. But the issue is they don't keep it in context. What is it really saying? What does that really mean? Right? Let me get John 3:14.
Book of John chapter 3 and verse 14.
Bring it out.
Matter of fact, jump up to 3 and 1.
Book of John chapter 3 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
There was a man of the Pharisees named Nicodemus.
Now, a Pharisee was a ruler or a teacher of the Jews, right? So this is a Jew talking to Jesus, another Jew. So these are two Jews talking. Now go to 14.
Verse 14. And so
Let
Moses.
me get that account in numbers. I think that's numbers 21, right?
21.
Yeah, let me get that in numbers.
And so Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness.
Now, what does it mean as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness? You don't know. And your pastor, your Sunday school teacher never taught you that. There's a reason. Let me show you the reason.
Verse 21 verse.
Get to the point. No, right here, 8.
21 8.
Numbers 21 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
And Yahweh said unto Moses, make these a fiery serpent.
A serpent, right? As Moses lifted up the serpent, keep going.
And set it upon a pole.
Uh-huh.
And it shall come to pass that every one that is bitten, when he looketh upon it, shall live.
Right? So Moses was told to make a fiery serpent and lift it up in the wilderness, and whoever looked upon it would be healed or saved. Now, who was in that wilderness for Moses? The Israelites, right? Where all the nations was the whole entire earth in the wilderness? No. So in John 3:14, when it said, as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, right, it's saying, as Moses lifted up the serpent to the Israelites to save them, so must, keep going.
Even so must the Son of Man be lifted up.
So if Moses lifted up the serpent for the Israelites, and it's saying that Jesus must be lifted up the same way, he's only being lifted up to who? The Israelites.
Right.
Keep going.
That whosoever believe in him should not perish but have eternal life. For God so loved the world that
Now, it says for God so loved the world. When you hear for God so loved the world, you probably think that means everybody that's walking on the earth is included in the world that God loves, right? But according to the scriptures, are there more than one world?
Yeah.
Right, there's many worlds. I mean, even right now, you got the marine world, the sea world, you got the sports world, you got the legal world, you got all these different worlds. Precept.
Isaiah 45 and verse 17.
Wait on that. There's many worlds. So if we know, according to the scriptures, even, well, I believe that's John 1:1, right? We know that there are many worlds, plural. So how do we know what world is talking about in John 3:16, for God so loved the world? How do we know what world that is? Right? We know what world it is because all the scriptures, God is only dealing with or expressing love towards one group. Right? Let me get that in Isaiah.
Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 17.
Now, keep in mind, John 3:16 says, for God so loved the world, gave the only begotten Son, and whosoever should believe on him should not perish but have everlasting life. Keep those words in mind because it's going to sound very similar to what the brother about to read.
But Israel shall be saved.
But who?
But Israel shall be saved.
Right?
In the Lord with an everlasting salvation. You shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end.
World without end. So he's calling Israel a world without end. That's going to be saved. That's not going to have a reason to be confounded. So if I read us being above all people on the face of the earth in Deuteronomy 7:6, right? If I read all these things, why is it that my people seem to be worse off than everybody else? If we're supposed to be better than everybody else, if we're supposed to have all these promises that everybody else can't have, why are we in such a messed up position? The brother already told you. Why are we in this position that we in?
It's got everything to do with us. Like how
but what is it that we're not doing towards each other and towards God that has us in this bad position?
It's just essentially we just punching each other down, like.
Which is what? Which is hating your brother, right?
Yeah.
Which is what? Not keeping the commandments, right?
Right.
Not loving your brother, right? When I'm not loving my brother, when I'm not keeping the commandments, I'm also not loving God. And if we not right with God, we not gonna be right with nothing. We always gonna be in this position, right? That's why the other nations want us to be in constant sin, because they know once we come together and come back to the Lord, it's over for them.
Right.
That's why they putting pork in almost everything that you can eat. What is the reason to put pork in candy? But they putting it in candy. They putting it in chips, right? They putting it in your ramen noodles. Why are they doing it? Because they know, hey, they know we're not supposed to eat pork.
Right.
So they feel like if we can put it in almost everything that they eating, we can keep them at odds with their God. And they God not gonna be helping them out against us.
See that?
Right? If we can make it to where we infiltrate their culture and make their culture to be the exact opposite of what keeping the commandments is, oh, we really got it. So now instead of loving your women, right, instead of marrying your women, we gonna have a culture not only of the men saying fuck, right, and I'm gonna keep it P, and I got these girls doing this and that. I'ma also have the women talk about, I got this dude eating my and this and this, and I'ma trick him, and I'ma trick them, and I'ma do that, and I'ma do this, right? What else does that do? That messes up the whole family nucleus, right? You destroy the family. Now before, they had to do it physically, right? They had to do it physically before, where they was butt breaking us, making our women look at us like, he ain't even no real man. I saw what happened to him, so I can't even respect you. Let me snatch them up and lynch them. Let me snatch them up and force them into prison houses so they're not even around the women and the kids no more. Now they say, we'll just let them do that to themselves. Yeah, bring us up.
Hebrews chapter 11, verse 3.
Bring it out.
Through the faith, we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of Yahweh.
It says the worlds. Keep going.
So that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear.
Right. There's worlds, brother. But the thing is, we gotta stop focusing on just us individually, but we gotta focus on how do we get our people back right as a whole.
Right.
We gotta start coming together. We may not agree on everything, but there's a lot we do agree on. So let's take that and build upon that instead of looking at, well, he do this or he think that, so I ain't rocking with him. You stay over there, I stay over here. No, let's find things that we can find common ground on, and let's build from there. Because at the end of the day, as a man, you want to search out the truth.
Right, right.
You're not gonna put your feelings into it. It's what it is what it is. You said you're very black and white. There's no feelings involved in being black and white. So it's not about I feel like I should be able to do this. I feel like God should do this. I feel like God should be this way. No, what's the black and white? Right? If we take this Bible out of it, we can go through archaeology and history and prove everything that we're saying.
Right, right.
If we can prove that we're the Israelites, if we can prove that, brother, what else can we prove just off of that? If there was actually a nation called the Israelites, if there are actually kingdoms in West Africa that we were taking slaves at, called the Kingdom of Benjamin, Kingdom of Levi, Kingdom of Judah, if we can see these things and we can read these things, all these different accounts, okay, that's a fact. So we were Israelites. That is plain black and white history. Now, what does that mean? Well, we know that the Israelites had their own God, right? We know that Israelites had their own custom,
right,
which goes back to the commandments. So that's our culture, plain black and white. Not what you think, not what I think. Our history goes back to a culture of keeping the Mosaic commandments. So why not return to that? Because guess what? When we were doing those things, when that was our culture, we were at the top of the world.
Right.
What, weren't we at the top of the world when David was our king?
Right,
weren't we at the top of the world when Solomon was our king?
See.
Right? Weren't we doing pretty good when we had rulers who was after the Most High's heart like Hezekiah? Right? Weren't we doing better? Right? When we had a king like, what was that brother's name that they always trying to throw dirt on?
James.
King James. When we had a king like King James, y'all got a minute to talk to us about the Bible? Join our conversation.
Not right now, because we're on a mission.
Y'all on a mission?
Yeah, we got to meet somebody.
Well, can y'all check out our YouTube? Check out our YouTube, brother? I appreciate that. We love y'all, sister. We love you, brother. We love y'all. Right? All right, you too. The dark age.
More science. Which one? What y'all on?
Israelites. Hebrew Israelites. Yeah.
All right.
Right. So we want to go back to when we was doing good, because we want to be back good. But when we were doing good, we always had something as our top priority. Which was this.
Right.
So that's what we got to come back to. Right? We would love to link up with you and do this and do that, be in a community, but our focus is always going to be on getting our people to return to God, because that's what we feel is best for them. Now, I've talked to many other people. This brother, I've talked to many other people who feel like this and that and that and this is what's best for our people. But guess what? All of those things, we've tried that before. We tried Christianity, where Martin Luther King and Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton was our leaders. And that led us nowhere. What didn't Martin Luther King say he led us into a burning building?
He said that.
See that?
And what was he talking about? He was talking about integration.
See that?
He had to realize after the fact, we was better sticking to ourselves. When we had to rely on each other. When out of survival, we had to love one another and build up one another. Because that was our only choice. But now that we opened it up, damn, I realized I let the damn white man play chess on me. He knew psychologically that would be our downfall.
See?
But he made us fight for our demise. You know how crazy that is? And people say that the white man's stupid, he's not inventive, but he's very smart.
Yeah, he is.
He's very cunning. You know, according to history, right, in the Bible, all so-called white people go back to a man named Esau, right? You got Jacob and you got Esau. Do you know what Esau's gift was, or the so-called white man's gift is? Being a cunning hunter. Now, who is his prey? Us.
Right.
You know? But what's so sad is he's overkilled us. Yeah, he's overkilled us, man. To the point he got his focus on these other nations. You know, he trying to stomp out Ishmael, right? And then just for fun, he'll come back and throw some more stuff at us to keep us even more oppressed. I see them trying to get a little bit going, so I'm gonna destroy that. But They ain't really got to worry about us no more because we killing ourselves every day. We hate each other. One of the curses that the brother brought out, right, was having an evil eye towards your brother. Every time a brother's trying to do something good for our people, you got another group or another person trying to tear them down.
Right. Crab in the bucket.
People
Crab in the bucket.
riding around, sliding, looking for people that look just like them.
See that?
They not looking for somebody that looks like them. They look for somebody that's dressed like them, that got on the same ski mask as them, that got on the same Jordans as them, that use the same verbiage as them. They not trying to kill just any black person. They trying to kill the person that looks most likely like them. If that ain't a suicidal spirit, what is?
Exactly.
But in all regards, we have that suicidal spirit, right? On an individual level, we know, okay, I should probably be saving my money, but instead we splurging on this, we splurging on that. I know it would be best if we were able to invest in ourselves, right, and build up our own economy. But instead, what? We investing in what's a designer? Gucci, Jordan, giving all these other people our money. Why? Because I want to be able to flex and show that I got more than the next person. But you're not proving you got more than the so-called white man. You getting it so you can flex on your own people. But then when one of your own don't got it, you gonna bash him and hate on him that he don't got a white man's name on his chest.
See that?
I remember when having the Versace underwear was the big thing. Wasn't it the Versace? Or was it the Tommy Hilfiger? The Fendi?
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna stick with Tommy Hilfiger.
Too.
The Ethicus.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be going out my way to get some Tommy Hilfiger. I want another man's name right above my private area.
It's off.
That's all.
That's crazy.
And then I look at who Tommy Hilfiger is. And he definitely will love that. Right? Am I lying?
That's why I've been kind of like, really build myself as far as like, when I started being a creative and, pushing, music the way I do, because I played sports growing up. And I kind of felt like confined in that personality, in that day of life, and all that. So when I finally did liberate myself and, start thinking on a different realm, it got lonely. You know what I'm saying? And now that's why I'm out here, trying to build, my community and, just people that, see things the way I do. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, like I'm not really synonymous with people that, glamorize the, like you said, like it's only this or chap because they said it is. Who's to say it's not? You know what I'm saying? So it's everything is just interpretation. People are just brainwashed.
And that's the thing, everything is interpretation. But our interpretation is, let's stick to what we know works.
Right.
We know keeping the commandments work.
Right.
Even when I talk to people that don't believe in the Bible, I ask them, okay, can we agree that pork is an unclean animal and we shouldn't eat it? Yeah, no swine on my pork. Or no pork on my pork. Right?
Swine on your mind.
Right. Can we agree, right, that we shouldn't be out here killing each other? Yeah, we agree with that. Can we agree that we shouldn't be lying to each other? Yeah. Can we agree that if I loan you $20, I should only have to pay you back $20 and not $50? Yeah, that only makes sense. But all of these things come back to keeping the commandment.
Right.
Everything that makes a society or a community grow and prosper goes back to the commandments. Right? Why is it that this government takes a lot of their laws from these commandments? Because they know it works. All these other nations, even when you look at Islamic states, they get most of their laws. I'm gonna be careful with that. They get some of their laws from the commandments of God, right? Because they know that that's the stuff. Yeah, that's the blueprint. That's the stuff that works. And then you got, like America, they add their own sauce on it because they wicked. The Ishmaelites or the Arabs, they add their own sauce on it because they wicked. But when you come back to the bare roots, when you come back to the pure law of Moses, right, it works. It works flat out. So I'm saying, whether you a Christian, right, a Buddhist, a Muslim, a so-called spiritual person, whether you any or all of that, somebody that believes in an Anunnaki, right, it don't matter. If we can all agree, right, because all the principles should be, we want to treat each other with love, we want to uplift one another, we want to put each other first. If we can all agree on that, we can agree that it's best for us to keep the law of God.
That's right.
Peace. My definition of peace is absence of fear, presence of love. So,
Now, I don't gotta fear nothing if I know I'm right with God.
Right. See that?
But many people, they say that they don't got no fear. I know some people personally. I ain't scared to die. If it's my day, it's my day. You know, I'm gonna go out like a G. And then they get hit up, and the first thing they doing is
Piss all on the Most High.
first thing they do is Jesus,
The blood of
God,
Jesus.
forgive me.
Blood of Jesus.
Calling their mama, pray for me,
yeah, like,
pray for me.
and that's another brutal reality as well. Like, people don't change until they're forced to, you know, back against the wall. Like, and that's what I'm trying to get my family to realize. Like, we have the top 15 most unhealthy foods sitting in our pantry, and it's like, you say you love this kid or this spouse or this partner, this parent, whatever, but it's like you just willingly flip over and eat honey buns.
That goes back to us having that suicidal spirit, where it's not even registering that we killing ourselves. We just want that instant gratification, and that's why our people stray away from the Most High God, because we want that instant gratification of sleeping with this woman, of sleeping with that man, of dealing in idolatry, of dealing in adultery, right? We want that instant gratification of robbing this sweet ass nigga, because we want that money in our pockets right now. We want that instant gratification of taking a $1,400 on a bow and flipping that to 3 bands. We want that instant gratification.
And you're gonna have to forgive us, cause before I got here, I had a sticky bun that this brother gave me. So you gotta forgive us.
I mean, and that's not. See, I live like in majorities.
Moderation.
Okay? Yeah. So it's like I'm more like 85-15, but 80-20, even, you know what I'm saying, 75-25. Like, as long as the majority is not, because you know it's not good.
Yeah, it should be more so like a treat. Not this is what type of stuff I'm eating on a daily basis. But again,
because the habits, that's what ends up shaping you, and then you turn around and look, and it's like,
what's that in Cyrac?
Cyrac, let your brothers know. Them drones, y'all see in New York, come this way?
Yeah.
There's over 1,000 of them. They got bombs on them. They got ready, y'all. All right, y'all.
All right, now.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna correct the brother, because there's been articles that came out. The drones, right? I know we ain't talking about this, but just for edification, the drones actually have sensors on it to sense nuclear radiation. So they don't have bombs on them to drop bombs. The drones are in the sky because they believe that on the East Coast in New York, they believe that there are groups, or what do they call them, incels, or is it an incel? Yeah, whatever.
infiltrators.
They believe that they're in America on the East Coast putting together a nuclear bomb, because a nuclear bomb don't always have to be dropped from the sky. Somebody can have a nuclear bomb in their backpack, right? So that's what the drones are there for. But they don't want to let everybody know that, because what America gonna do, they gonna panic and go crazy. But you said it's right?
30 and 25.
30 and 25, right? A cheerful and good heart will have a care of his meat and diet, right? So the scriptures include how we're supposed to treat our temple, because we understand that scripture says that our body is the temple of God, right? We understand that we're supposed to take care of our temple, including exercise. You got Bible verses on exercise. You got Bible verses on being in warrior shape or soldier shape, being fit for the battle, right? And taking care of what you eat, what you drink, having moderation, not being drunken, not always drinking. All those things.
And that's crazy. Literally, before I walked over here, I can show you some on my Instagram. I just posted a video like probably 45 minutes ago saying like the goal is to be viceless, right? You know what I'm saying? And like not be too attached to anything, whether that be women or, you know, bad food or bad spirits or bad, you know what I'm saying? And be able to just exist.
You know what a vice is? So in English terminology, we say vice. That's a vice. But in the Bible, you see that as an idol. That's idolatry. You've made weed an idol. You always gotta smoke before you eat, smoke before you go to sleep, smoke before you take a dump, right? You gotta drink just to hang out and have fun. You gotta drink to have sex, right? Or I gotta be scrolling on my phone. If I'm not actively doing something, I'm on my phone scrolling. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. But those, and that's idolatry. The Bible calls that idolatry. And that's why when it comes to us as Israelites, we always make that mistake. We always make that mistake of falling into idolatry because it's so easy to do. Right? It's easy to, you know how easy it is on a daily basis to make my phone an idol? Instead of reading, instead of studying.
That's why you gotta willingly, that's how I believe, like, you gotta willingly challenge yourself.
Exactly.
I'm saying, whether it be through fasting or through, you know, consumption, you know what I'm saying? And because if you don't, the world has designed you to just pull you away from you and still look at her ass and so it's like you have to discipline, and that's through the creative realm, you know what I'm saying, I just became a creative, quote unquote, a year and a half ago officially, and that's why I'm helping other creatives like with their discipline, you know, because there's a whole nother side of life than the creativity with music and drawing and painting and all that, like and it's synonymous with life, you know what I'm saying? So that's crazy, like that I came across this today, because
it's the book of Proverbs 25 verse 28. He that has no rule over his own spirit, right? So whoever has no self-control, right, is like a city that is broken down and without walls. So if you don't have no self-control, you can't defend yourself from all the attacks that are coming from you on all sides, right? So you gotta have that discipline, right? You gotta have that self-control, man, right? So we agree on that. We really agree on pretty much everything, so far at least, right? So our main point could be, you said what?
You got like a pamphlet or something like that?
Only if you answer a couple questions for it. Matter of fact.
Only if you answer a couple questions for me.
Matter of fact, you he already won, and he got his. You can win $100 if you answer 3 questions for it.
I don't want no money.
Okay, well,
I'll answer your questions. Ask me.
Okay, bet. What color was Jesus?
Jesus had no color.
Wrong. That's wrong. Can I show you?
What color are you?
What color am I? I'm a shade of brown.
I'm the color of my blood.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am. Because we all.
Your blood is red.
Yeah. Your blood is red.
He's pink. He's a pink man.
Pink?
Shade of red.
Pink?
Yeah, he's a shade of red.
See, you guys in Indiana? Indianapolis?
Uh-huh.
This land was set aside for my people.
Who's your people?
Because the colonizers came here and pushed my people away.
You Aztec? What's going on now?
You Indian?
I'm an Ojibwe.
Ojibwe? Are you familiar with the Miami Indians?
Yes.
You are?
The Miami Indians is from South.
They're from South.
I gotta go.
No. I want to learn more.
You got literature? How can I reach you?
Brother got a flyer?
One of y'all got a flyer?
Cause one thing that we trying to figure out is more history on the native people of Indiana. All we know about is the Miami Indians. We want to know more about the native Indians.
Miami's just from the South. Indiana was a land set aside for Indian people to come, so the white man would never traverse this land and harass us no more.
You got any literature on that?
But guess what happened?
What?
We're all here right now. That's what happened.
We was forced here.
Thank you.
But where can we find what you told us about
Look up Ojibwe.
Ojibwe?
How you spell it?
Anishinaabe.
How you spell it?
A-N-I-S-H.
Hold on. Let him write it down. It's on the video, right?
A-N-I-S-H-A-B-W-E. I'm an Anishinaabe. That means the people. The original ones in this land.
A-N-I-S-H.
N-A-B-W-E. The people. That means we was here. The people was here. And we called ourselves the people.
Now, how did y'all get here?
Good question. Great question.
Appreciate it, man.
See that? You know what? Right there was a mistake on my part. You know what mistake I made?
So you didn't ask me the nationality.
I assumed, based off his appearance, that he was a white man. That was off. That was a mistake of me, right? You know what that goes back to? Having that that discernment, right? You gotta be patient, right? I'm looking at him. He a bit not drunk, but you can tell he a little tipsy. So I'm quick to cut him up. Can't do that, man. You gotta ask questions, do your due diligence. So that's a slaki on me, right? But I'm gonna get this last precept for the brother, and we're gonna close up. Let me get Matthew 19 and 16. All right. Because the thing is, brother, with your discipline, right, and your personality, if anybody gonna blow up on YouTube, it be you, right? And a lot of success can come with that. So let me get this one.
I believe it. Like I'm a visionary. Like I felt it, I've seen it, I've smelled it. So it's like now it's just execution and time.
I think I'm gonna start.
This is dope, bro.
Right on, man.
How long y'all been out here?
We've been coming out here for about 4 years now.
Talking about today?
Yeah, like today.
Since like 4 o'clock. Yeah. But we be out here every Friday and Saturday though. If you ever want to come back.
Yeah, I'd be down here doing public interviews, music.
We got you on tape. Do an interview with us on your channel. Yeah, be a Lord. Let me get this.
It's the book of St. Matthew, chapter 19 and verse 16.
Get out.
And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life? And he said unto him, Why thou hast called me good? There is none good but one, that is God. But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments.
Do what?
Keep the commandments.
Right.
He said unto him, Which? Jesus said, Thou shalt do no murder. Thou shalt do.
Jump to verse number. Jump to 21.
Verse 21. And Jesus said unto him, If thou wilt be perfect.
Thou wilt be what?
If thou wilt be perfect, go and sell thou hast and give to the poor.
Right.
And thou shalt have treasure in heaven.
And what?
And thou shalt have treasure in heaven. And come and follow me.
And do what?
And come and follow me.
Right. So, with the success that you get, you gotta understand that all of that means nothing. Right? Because what's truly important is giving to those in need, giving to your people in need. I'd rather have just enough, and you have just enough, whereas I got more than enough, and you don't have enough. So we gotta keep that in mind, and we gotta make sure that our top priority, right, is keeping the commandments, keeping the Most High God. Loving the Most High God according to what the scriptures say. Putting Him first and following after the Messiah, following after His example. You gotta precept Him.
Yeah, it's the book of Joshua, chapter 1 and verse 8. And it reads, This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth.
Shall what?
Shall not depart out of thy mouth.
Right.
But thou shalt meditate therein day and night.
Shall do what?
Shall meditate therein day and night. That thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and thou shalt have good success.
Right.
And you want to be prosperous, if you want to execute, find success, it all starts with the Lord, keeping the commandments.
Now I say, brother, I know you already got your regimen going on, so I say in the morning, get you a couple of scriptures in. At night, get you a couple of scriptures in. Meditate. You got our flyer. I watch a couple of videos. Really tap in with it.
We call it Truth TV. Truth TV.
Yep. Tap in with it. We're gonna tap in with you most definitely.
You said y'all got YouTube?
Yeah, it's on the flyer.
Okay.
You just gotta scan the code.
So all you gotta do is scan the code.
We got YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
To be honest, a lot of people have been doing interviews with Hebrew Israelites, and those videos been doing some pretty good numbers. So I urge you to do. Hey, brother, come talk to me, man. Not today? Okay. Not with me, brother. Not with me, brother.
You have an email address on that paper?
You never emailed me, though.
got an email from Jean-Pierre Moore with the playlist that says for you.
Oh, yeah, probably seen it.
Okay, Con. But Con, we gonna close up with that, brother. Like I said, tap in with us so we can get an interview in with you, right? Put in some work.
What's your nationality?
That's a test. Shit.
What did God call us?
Israelites.
That's right, brother. That's right. All praise to the Most High.
All praise.
Oh, man, look.
All praise.
Hey, brother, know what's going on now, man.
God.
Brother Damien.
Damon.
Back downstairs, cause you ain't evicted nobody. Unless you got a motherfucking army with you.
What?
I don't need no army, Mr. Smart Ass. My son Damon home right now.
Damon!
All praises.
Cool, yeah, tap in with us. We're gonna look forward to hearing from you, brother, for sure.
Absolutely.
Our email actually on there if you want to hit up our email. Cool.
Yeah.
Tap in with us.
I appreciate y'all.
All praises.
Ain't nothing but love, brother.
Hell yeah, good seeing y'all, bro.
Stay safe, bro.
Absolutely.
I got your Instagram. I'll reach out to you.
Yeah. Y'all take it easy, man.
Shalom, man. That. Say my walk up above. Kwame Ashala.
Kwame Ashala.
Kwame Ashala.
Kwame Ashala.
Kwame Ashala.
Kwame Ashala.
With ship! With what? With ship! With what? With ship! How did we get to America? On ships, right? So, did everybody on the earth go into slavery on ships? Who went into slavery on ships, brother? That's right.
Crazy.
You for yourself know perfectly that the day of the Lord is coming as a thief in the night. What? As a thief in the night.
Thief in the night. Right. The Lord is gonna come as a thief in the night, man. Nobody knows when the Lord is gonna come back. Right. Nobody knows.
This the book of wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7 and verse 24. For wisdom is more moving than any motion. For wisdom is more moving than any motion.
Right? The wisdom of the Lord, man, right? And the wisdom of life is more moving than any emotion, man, right? And that's what the Lord has given us to speak to our people, man, right? And that thing is gonna move you more than anything, man, right? It's gonna move you more than damn weed, right? It's gonna move you more than that damn Hennessy bottle, right? It's gonna sit there and move you more than damn Keisha, Letitia, right? And all these damn heathenistic women, man. Right.
Oh, you're going crazy.